I want to talk about self-care for a moment. With all of the opportunities inside of my life that's happening, I'm really always on a constant go. And I do get people who really do care about me, who remind me to take care of myself. And I really, really appreciate that. And I also want to take a moment to really redefine what self-care is. For me, well, I would say for some, self-care might look like going to get their lashes done or getting their nails done or hair done, maybe getting a massage or a facial, going to the spa. While all of that sounds amazing and fabulous and luxurious and full of self-care, I would say sometimes those things aren't necessarily self-care. Sometimes it's a little more stressful to try to schedule a time to go to the spa or try to schedule a time to get your nails or your hair done. And sometimes it's stressful to think about the money that you're going to spend to do all of that stuff. And to me, that is not self-care. It's when it becomes more stressful than not, then it's probably not self-care for me. But what I'm really discovering inside of self-care is that it is in those moments of in between, in the spaces, the cracks in between all the things there are to do, those moments of stillness or quietness, sometimes those moments of even being able to just exhale, that's self-care. Sometimes self-care also means not listening to my podcast or audiobooks and constantly trying to learn and grow and do, and just listen to some good music that I really like. That's self-care. Self-care sometimes is just taking the time to cook a really delicious meal that takes time and not having to worry about just eating something, but being able to just make something that you enjoy, that you can enjoy, and putting the love into it. Sometimes self-care is even just sitting in your car in traffic and not feeling like you have to be somewhere or do anything. Sometimes self-care means reading a fiction book, which I haven't read for maybe a decade. I have not read a fiction book in the longest. I don't remember the last fiction book I've read. But one day I will. It's just not into them right now. Self-care could also just mean a walk with your family, taking a walk in the woods, being in nature. Self-care doesn't necessarily cost anything, and maybe it does. Maybe it means buying that perfume that you have always or wanted to buy in a long time, or sometimes it means going out to have a really nice meal, and not because it's expensive, but because it's delicious. Maybe because it's expensive, without judgment. There's no resistance inside of self-care. There's no dissonance inside of self-care. There's no incongruencies inside of self-care. It's really all just peaceful, and maybe even beyond peaceful, it just is. So I invite you to look in your life, when you think about self-care, taking care of yourself, what does that mean? And am I really taking care of myself? Then also at the same time, really look at how you can take moments of self-care in a seemingly chaotic life. Anyway, I hope that made a difference. Have a great day.